I'm Craig Livingstone. I'm the Director of Farming and Estates at Lockerby Estate and Preston Farms in Hampshire. I've been there for nearly 10 years. I'll be starting my 10th year shortly. I practiced regenerative farming for that whole period of time. Groundswell's just given us that confidence that it doesn't need to be a huge system shift. It can be iterations to your original system, and then that kind of wheel continues to spin and the interest spins, and then all of a sudden, nearly 10 years later, we find ourselves in a full zero-till system with livestock and all the principles of Regen Ag. So one of the things we're doing at the moment is really looking at creating biologically complete compost. We've then looked at systems that have been on display here at Groundswell with things like liquid tanks. Then how do we take the extract from the compost? How do we take that into the drill? How do we put that down next to the seed? And then try and get the right biology around the seed for that first 5-10 days of the crop's life. But we've seen some real success so far. Our biggest success would be the reduction in nitrogen fertiliser. It comes with risk because we don't want to produce regenerative feed, we want to produce regenerative food. But extending our rotation, the integration of livestock, the diversity in crops, all the other things that stack up for the 6 core principles, we've certainly gained that confidence from coming to things like this.
Hi, my name's Pigott. I farm about 20 minutes from here, near Harpenden, and I've been on this road with the help of Groundswell since about 2014. We're broadacre cropping. We're growing wheat and oats, and looking at doing more niche stuff as well. We've put a lot more of the farm down to biodiversity, so about 32-33% is down to biodiversity. We just like trying to do stuff differently, and I think that's what a lot of people who are here, they just want to do something that's a bit different and a bit more exciting. I'd really fallen out of love with commercial agriculture because we're being told what to do. That's not the way to farm. You've got to be at one with your farm and be at one with the people that you're working with, and we're all understanding we want to be better. Every year we want to improve, and we recognise there isn't an easy fix. We've got to learn.
Ben Taylor-Davies, from Ross-on-Wye, Hertfordshire. For those that don't really know, it's the centre of a triangle between Birmingham, Cardiff and Bristol, on the Welsh border, on the English side of the Welsh border, I hasten to add. We've got 220 hectares that we farm over there. Interesting enough, it's a family farm. My father actually bought it in 1974, and he set up a beautiful, huge mixed arable livestock enterprise, and then was kind of advised to concentrate on becoming far more profitable, low risk, and therefore specialise, and ended up selling the livestock, and then all of the diversity of the crops disappeared, and then the crash of the wheat price to £62 a tonne. I think it was that moment when he handed it over to me and said, "You have a go." Groundswell's played a massive part in everything I've done as my regenerative journey, and all these lectures back up what we were thinking and how we were doing it, and you start talking to people at the bar, and they might be doing 1 or 2 things and encourage somebody else to do another 2 or 3 things, and you get all that support really here.
Hi, I'm Will Oliver, and I'm the 4th generation of our family farm. We farm on the Leicester-Warwickshire border. We're farming actually the site of the Battle of Bosworth, which is our sort of claim to fame locally. And I'm quite early stages on the regen journey, doing it for about 4 or 5 years now, and this is my 3rd year at Groundswell. We're a modern day mixed farm, and my grandfather was a mixed farmer, my father was a mixed farmer. People have been more specialised recently, but I think we need to close that circle, even if you don't want livestock on your farm, to work with other neighbouring farmers, have conversations and engage and work together. I think it's got huge benefits for everybody. Being at Groundswell has really helped my experience because I meet so many different people who are at different stages of the journey, so I can learn from them. When you speak to farmers that are more local to myself, they're not really engaging in this sort of farming, so it's quite refreshing to speak to other farmers who have that same like-minded impact on what we want to do with our farm, so it's really refreshing.